If you're closing higher than 45%, then you probably need to raise your prices for retail. So I was way below 20%. And then I was way above, I was like at 42% by the first iteration of what ProLine was. So it wasn't a nice package that it is now. We were just combining Twilio and MailChimp and all these things together and using Zapier. That's how we started ProLine a few years ago.
Okay.
So anecdotally, it doubled my close rate because just for the fact that we were only using it. We weren't using Speed to Lead or anything. We were just using sales follow-up. We were just like, I was just overwhelmed with leads, and we were just
don't fall off the radar.
Yeah, we were just texting people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know I need to do it. You're the only one who followed up. Here you go. Here's the roof."
So, that's such an interesting concept that it's like it might not even take the best formula, the best automation system is just making sure that you're never the one to drop the ball. If you can be the one roofer in your market that never drops the ball, how much more are you going to collect just by what everyone else has dropped?
Yep. And there's a lot of smarter people that have used automations in more creative ways than I have, but I would say the two biggest important things are that the automations are done in the right cadence. Other than just cussing a customer out, it just needs to let them know that it's you. That's who you are. You're with this company. This is a short bit. You can embed a video, whatever it is. You can get creative with it like that. But the fact that you do it in a consistent way, and you're not scared to send these automations, that's a big thing. People deal with fear about automations. I'm going to make these customers mad. We have people that opt out of our text. That's fine. Or they say, hey, I went with somebody else. No one's cussing us out. We've done tens of thousands of automations. These customers said they wanted a roof. We're here. We're texting them. There's nothing. It's very easy when somebody doesn't want it. So that's the first thing. Cadence. Make sure your cadence is aggressive enough that you're staying top of mind. The second thing is that you actually do the thing you say you're going to do. Like you have to actually develop the whole process so that at each part of these stages you're actually doing these automations. Like it's a micro level and a macro level. You have to do both things to make them effective. That's really what I see. And in fact, well, I say maybe the most important thing is that it's actually coming from an individual's number. That may be the most important part about any type of automation. If it's not coming directly from a sales rep's number or an inside sales rep or a production manager's number, it's far less effective. People are far less trusting. You're far less likely to have an increased close rate. If John went out there to give you a proposal and then Peach State Roofing is sending you an automation, that's not the same thing. It's not. It's if I'm texting and I've already called them manually and texted them and emailed them manually, I've done a follow-up at least, and then they see more coming from my phone number, it's way more effective.
And how early in that process are you assigning a rep? Or I mean, I know you work with a relatively small team of sales reps, but are you, as a lead comes in and you do that first kind of interaction of you've scheduled an inspection, do they already have a rep assigned, and is it already coming from that rep's phone number that, hey, I see that you scheduled with me, Steven, I'm going to be out there on Tuesday?
Sure. So that's a great question. A lot of people do it differently, but we like the inside outside sales rep model. So Kathleen is doing the inside sales work. And so we're making sure that she's sitting in front of a computer during business hours. First of all, she's answering the phone. That should be a no-brainer. Answer your phone no matter what. Use Ruby Receptionist. If you don't have that, use it. I used them for years, but Kathleen answers the phone and she's the inside sales rep. I know a lot of people have reception and then inside sales, or a reception and then we're going to have a sales rep call you, or maybe a receptionist and then we're going to put you on the calendar. It's not the same. You're not giving the customer what they want. Inside sales should be a higher trained person, and it's not complicated. You just need to understand your process. I've given Kathleen a list of questions she asks every single time. So she's pre-qualifying people. It's a really, really important thing that inside sales rep is taking care of that customer. Then she understands which market. We have 2 markets. So she understands which market we're in, and she can assign. You can do it round robin. You can assign it by however you assign sales reps. Then she assigns it. Once they're pre-qualified, she starts the proposal. Then a sales rep gets assigned, and then off to the races. Like the manual communication, the text communication that's automated is all coming from that sales rep after the inside
Okay.
sales rep has pre-qualified the person.
Okay. Yeah, and that makes perfect sense, kind of passing the ball along and letting that customer know each step of the way, that, who's going to be taking care of everything